Now, cleanup is underway in parts of Savannah. Hurricane Matthew brought down trees and caused some flooding there. Well, the area has not felt the effects of a major hurricane in several years. Fox 5's Doug Evans joining us live from Savannah, joining us with the latest there. Doug?
And Deidre, good evening. I want to update you on some numbers that were just provided to us by Savannah-Chatham officials here. They're confirming at least 2 deaths here in this area alone. We know that one of them was from a falling tree. We don't know how the other person died, and certainly those are the tragic numbers that we have to report to you tonight. We're coming to you live from the historic riverfront here in Savannah. It's behind me, and the riverfront did survive okay, intact. There was some flooding along the seawall here, but otherwise it looks like the businesses along this historic roadway are all okay. Let's begin with the city of Savannah tonight. That's where we want to begin our coverage, and it appears that much of the damage was caused by the high winds and the heavy rains that were brought by Hurricane Matthew. Falling trees blocked many roadways and caused extensive damage to some homes. A curfew remains in effect from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Officials here encouraging everyone to stay where you are. If you stayed in the city of Savannah or in Chatham County and did not evacuate, then they're asking them to stay off the roadways. If you evacuated and you're in some shelter or some other city, they're asking you to stay there, that they're only in phase 1 of a multi-phase re-entry process. There is also some flooding to tell you about in low-lying areas. Some businesses, some homes had water damage, but overall it appears that the vast majority of homes and businesses here in the Savannah area weathered the storm surprisingly well. Surprisingly well, considering that they haven't had a storm like this in over 100 years along the Georgia coast here. And officials, however, want to let people know that they are just in that phase 1 of the multi-phase re-entry process. They are checking the roadways, checking the bridges. Those bridges have to be inspected, each and every one of them, before they will let motorists drive on them, and there are still many roads that are impassable because of floodwaters and because of falling trees. Let's take you out to Tybee Island now. We were out there. In fact, we were one of the first news crews allowed onto Tybee Island this afternoon. And there we found significant damage, especially to the higher structures, any of the condominium projects or apartments or hotels that were multi-storied. There they had significant roof damage. We saw roofs off of several of those big buildings. There's also some water damage on Tybee Island as well. But just like Savannah and the rest of Chatham County, it appears that Tybee Island survived the storm surprisingly well, with very little damage to the majority of structures there. And that is certainly good news, because there was a lot of anxiety over what might be there when people got up and about this morning at first light and were able to get out onto Tybee Island and to see what was there. Again, a lot of the folks, I say a lot, actually some of the folks in Tybee did not evacuate. They rode the storm out on the island all throughout this very long night. Hurricane Matthew struck just after midnight and continued until almost 8 a.m. this morning. All right, we're back live with you now on the riverfront here in Savannah, and you can see as you look just off to my right there, you see all the debris on the walkway there. That's evidence that the river did rise above the seawall here, and it did flood the plaza area and the parking lots, but it appears that the water did not go into the many restaurants and shops that line this historic street. So overall, we're doing pretty good this evening. But again, we do have the tragic news that at least 2 people have died as a result of Hurricane Matthew. That's the very latest from Savannah. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Thank you for that extensive look there, Doug, and several days of cleanup ahead for folks out that way. And more video out of Chatham County tonight. This is in Pooler, where rescue teams moved through flooded streets, helping the elderly and stranded families trapped in their houses. While some areas remain unaffected by the flooding, others, like those in this video, are still trapped by several feet of water. Rescue workers and authorities will continue working around the clock to help those Georgians in need. Well, there is some frustration and confusion right now in Glenn County as Hurricane Matthew evacuees try to return to Brunswick and state police turn them away. Local officials announcing early this afternoon that people could return to their homes, but state leaders keeping roadblocks up. We continue our live team coverage with Fox 5's Claire Sims in Glenn County. Claire.
Good evening, Deidre. It's now been more than 5 hours since Glenn County officials announced that they were reopening the city of Brunswick. But take a look behind me. You can see Georgia State Patrol troopers, no signs of letting anyone in anytime soon. Cars line up on Highway 341 in Glenn County as people try to make it home after the storm.
I want to go home right now. If I can go home in a split second, I'll go. But they won't let me. All traffic is jammed. All lights are down. All power lights.
Dexter Walker lives in Brunswick, just 10 minutes from the intersection of 341 and Interstate 95. He's anxious to get back so he can start the long process of cleaning up.
I'm worried about my stuff in my home. Flooding. I might lose everything I got. I don't have much, but I love what I got.
But troopers from the Georgia State Patrol won't allow anyone to re-enter Brunswick, blocking the exits on I-95 and surface streets into the city.
Phase 4 allows full public access for the mainland only.
In a news conference early Saturday afternoon, Glenn County commissioners gave the public the all clear, saying they could return to Brunswick. People got in their cars to go home, but found themselves turned away. For some reason, Glenn County officials say the state has not yet notified GSP to reopen the roads. Until then, drivers trying to get to Brunswick must play the waiting game. But it will likely be days before anyone can return to the barrier islands. According to Glenn County, they took the hardest hit.
There is extreme damage, a lot more so on the islands, of course, than on the mainland. We have a lot of trees down, we have a lot of power lines down.
Now back here live in Glenn County, you can see we've got some power trucks and people who are coming through as they try to recover from Hurricane Matthew. We talked to a few drivers. One said they're completely frustrated. Others have said that GSP is just doing their job and trying to keep everybody safe. But of course, everyone anxious to get home and survey the damage and start rebuilding. Now, Glenn County schools will be closed on Monday and Tuesday of this week. We have no word at this hour about what will happen with Glenn County courts. You may remember that the Ross Harris trial is happening down here in Glenn County and was supposed to resume Monday. We'll let you know if we find out anything about that. Reporting live in Glenn County, Claire Sims, Fox 5 News.
Hopefully those affected residents will be allowed to return home soon. Thank you, Claire. Well, the last few days, we've seen thousands of people in Georgia evacuate their homes as Hurricane Matthew moved up the coast. And luckily, we've also witnessed many places across the state opening their doors for people seeking shelter. As Fox 5's Natalie Foltz reports, Gracemont Assisted Living and Care Facility in Cumming welcomed more than 60 people from Savannah.
We felt welcome.
Joseph Batelka is one of many out-of-towners temporarily staying at Gracemont Assisted Living in Cumming.
So delighted that we had a place for them to come.
Batelka and 38 other seniors from a care facility in Savannah arrived Thursday night after being told just hours before that they need to get out of Savannah as Hurricane Matthew grew closer.
Initially, it was very frightening for the staff and for the residents.
Along with the seniors, 15 staff members and their families are also staying at Gracemont.
They got great meals here. I know that's one of the things.
Staff members at Gracemont tell Fox 5 they're happy to house the guests as long as they need.
We just, want to make sure that we take care of these people that have been displaced, and I can't imagine how they felt, just packing like they're never going back because they don't know. So it's a blessing, and it was an honor to be able to take care of these sweet people.
Incoming, Natalie Foltz, Fox 5 News.
Residents in the Bahamas assessing the damage left behind by Hurricane Matthew. Matthew has killed at least 500 people in the Caribbean, mostly in Haiti. The hurricane carried winds of 140 miles per hour, pounding the northwestern part of the island chain, bringing down palm trees and ripping shingles off the rooftops of many houses. Hurricane Matthew blamed for the deaths of nearly 900 people in Haiti, and now the survivors are looking for help as they start to rebuild their lives. The massive storm has left tens of thousands homeless. It smashed the peninsula with 145-mile-per-hour winds, causing flooding and power outages across the country. One of the hardest hit areas, the residents are starting to rebuild what they can.